Something clamps your ankle. Hard, bone groans under pressure. You kick, it doesn't let go. A shadow the size of a backpack shuffles closer. Claws click like bolt cutters in the dark. You're not alone on this beach. You're in coconut crab country. The world's largest land crustacean is awake. It smells your food. It smells your sweat. It smells opportunity. This is humans versus coconut crabs. With claws strong enough to damage bone, who survives the first encounter? You or the island's armored titan? Start with the hands. Those claws aren't pinching, they're compressing. Researchers measured forces over 1,000 newtons. Big adults can exceed that, enough to crack shells, tear husk, and make your nerves light up. Body size, up to 4 kilos. Legs span near a meter. A walking suitcase of muscle and armor. They're not swimmers, they're land specialists. Modified gills as act like lungs. They drown in the ocean they were born from, so they own the shorelines instead. They climb. Palms, cliffs, camp tables. That strength, plus grip pads, lets them haul themselves anywhere food hides. They raid at night, they're scent-guided machines. Antennae read the wind like a map. Rotten fish, fruit, trash. They move in, quiet, relentless. The armor is brutal. A calcified exoskeleton resists bites, scrapes, and lazy kicks. Hit it wrong, you hurt yourself. And if a predator does get a leg, it can drop the limb and regrow it. Your body can scar. Theirs rebuilds hardware. Put your hand next to theirs. A human pinch? Maybe 60 to 100 newtons at the fingertips. A coconut crab claw can hit over 1,000. That's an order of magnitude. Your finger in that joint is not winning. Grip versus grip? Your best deadlift means nothing when the fight is inches long. They don't wrestle. They clamp. And once clamped, they don't fatigue fast. They lever bone with muscle and geometry. Speed? You can sprint away, but you won't outrun the smell. They follow the scent stream you leave behind. They navigate by odor like radar. You drop crumbs, they plot a path. Senses? Your night vision is bad. Theirs is tuned for moonlight movement. You scan with a flashlight. They freeze. They wait for dark again. Skin versus shell? You're unarmored. They're plated. Your ankles, wrists, and toes are exposed levers. They aim for edges. Shoelaces. Bag straps. Anything they can seize, you pull back. They pull harder. One-on-one, with distance, you win. Boots, a stick, light, but inside 2 feet, inside claw range, it flips. Your advantage evaporates. The fight shrinks to a joint, a tendon, a scream. That's their arena. Now stack the numbers. 1 crab is a problem. 10 are a siege. On some atolls, the ground moves at night. Anything that smells like food becomes a beacon. Fish racks, coolers, tents that reek of last night's stew. They don't charge. They appear. From burrows, from tree roots, from the black edge of the shore. You hear claws on plastic. You hear zippers grind. They shred bags with methodical force. They can pry lids. They can bite through cables and straps. They drag cameras into the brush. They don't care about your property. They care about calories. Accidents happen fast. A hand slips in a cooler. A foot steps on a burrow lip. A crab anchors and clamps. They don't always release. You have to wedge and pry. People panic. That's when injuries worsen. They're scavengers first. Carrion draws them like a siren. Blood, fish guts, and rot can summon a crowd. If you cut yourself, they'll find the bandage. If you leave scraps, they'll clean the site. By morning, bones are polished by claws. Here's the twist. They're also protected in many places. Slow growing, late to mature, over-harvested in the past. So you can't just fight your way out. You must outthink them. Keep food sealed and hung. Red light at night. Gloves near camp tasks. Never corner a big one. Never reach blind. Because the moment you give them a grip, the island decides the outcome. We like to think land belongs to us. We pave it, we light it, we camp wherever we want. But on these islands, after sundown, a different rule takes over. Low, armored, relentless. The coconut crab patrol begins. You're the visitor. You're the soft thing in their workshop. They're not manhunters. They won't stalk you like a big cat. They're engineers of decay, cleaners of the shoreline, knights of the husk and shell. They carve food out of what beats us. Hardness, fiber, carapace. They turn obstacles into meals, and they've done it for decades with patience. Humans versus species is not always fang and chase. Sometimes it's leverage and timing. Our danger isn't speed, it's underestimation. It's hands where they shouldn't be. It's food scent on the wind. You win by respecting the design, you lose by ignoring it. Would you camp on a coconut crab island or tap out and give them the beach? Tell us below.